I lead NGO consulting programs in Glific, which mainly focus on connecting with NGOs, understanding their use case, telling about how their program can be implemented in WhatsApp chatbot, and support them throughout the process. Good to have you all. Yeah.
Hey Shamun, would you like to quickly introduce?
Yeah. Hey, hi everyone. This is Mohammed Shamoon. I mainly take care of the development part in Glific. So all the things that issue that you face or enhancements that needs to be made. So I take care of the technical part in there. Yep, happy to be on this call.
Thanks, Shamun. Okay, all right. So we have Lend a Hand India team with us. I would request Priyanka to quickly give her introduction and also introduce her team as well.
Yes, Neha, thank you. Thank you so much. First, I'll introduce myself, Priyanka Pawar. Working as a technology officer, I'm representing Lend a Hand India. So we are
Sorry.
yes.
Sorry, just a second. We will start with the presentation towards the mid. I request Ravindra to just stop sharing the screen. I'll let you know when to start, Ravindra. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we would like to introduce our organization, and we'll share about Glyphic and how we are using and our experience throughout the Glyphic.
Okay. Thank you so much, Priyanka. Ravindra.
Yes. Hi. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Ravindra Nalode, and I am working as a Deputy Manager Technology in LAHI India from almost last 4 years. So in today's actually how Glific and the WhatsApp chatbot helps us to reach our beneficiaries more effectively and easily. So thank you, Sneha, for giving me this opportunity. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you, Ravindra and Priyanka. We will, I also just for the context, so we have different type of audience joining in today. Some are already part of Glyfic. They've already been working with us. Some non-profits are already onboarded onto Glyfic, so they have been using Glyfic for quite some time. But we also have some people, some non-profits who are joining this for the very first time, and just wanted to share that there would be some content which might feel repetitive for audience who have already been part of Glyfic. So just bear with us, just be patient with us. And in case you have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to type it down during the in the chat box, and we will take up those questions. And I will just run you through the agenda, and we'll start then. Just a second. Okay, just give me 30 seconds, please. Okay, just a second, please. Okay, just give me 30 more seconds. My presentation is just not working right now. Just okay, here it is. Okay. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So we will start by talking about the agenda, which is I'll start by talking about Glific first. Then we'll move into talking about what a chatbot is. I know most of you would be familiar with it, but just wanted to share this information with people who are joining us for the first time. They might not be knowing what a chatbot is all about. So we'll just move into that. Then we'll talk about specifically about why you should be working with Glific. We'll then move into LAHI's Lend a Hand India's showcase. We'll show you some platform features and also we'll let you know how you can get started. So yeah, so let's start. So basically Glific is an open source digital communication platform, which is basically built for the non-profit space. And it's an open source digital communication platform. And we have more than 70 plus NGOs that are already using Glific. And we're working in more than six sectors right now. Some of our partners are, you can see it here. We have been working with Antarang, Slam Out Loud, Medha. These are some of the NGOs which operate in the education space. Antarang has been running their career plan for more than 15,000 students through the chatbot. So that's one highlight. And we have Reap Benefit, which runs their civic engagement program through our WhatsApp chatbot. So we are currently in 9 different states, and we cover 6 sectors through our NGO partners. Most of our NGO pool is from the education space, and we are also working closely with agriculture, the NGOs which are based in the agriculture space. So moving forward, I will also talk specifically about how chatbots can be run in these specific sectors. Okay, all right. So let's just try to understand a bit about the WhatsApp chatbot space. So WhatsApp ecosystem comprises of 3 different types of WhatsApp. That's how we put it. One is the basic WhatsApp that we all use. It's an app-based WhatsApp. It's one-on-one, and you can message to your people, anyone who's in your contact. The second one is WhatsApp Business. This is also like a one-to-many solution. It's a business solution. So in that case, you are reaching out to limited number of audience, and it's also app-based. Now the third one, which is WhatsApp Business API, which is the chatbot. It's platform-based. And it is basically built to reach a larger number of audience. So that is what the chatbot is all about. Let's talk a little more in terms of what a chatbot is. So basically, you will get access through a platform. You can reach to different number of beneficiaries. It's basically one-on-one, but for your beneficiaries, you can it will be just a simple WhatsApp message to them, but here you will be operating from a platform. So that's the only difference. And you have I will talk more about the features later, but it's basically automating your responses, but making sure that it's personalized and you're able to communicate with your beneficiaries effectively. So that's what a WhatsApp chatbot is about. It actually helps you overcome a lot of barriers. Basically, at times we have seen in our experience that non-profits tend to, if they're working with a larger set of audience, they tend to either, start a new platform or a new registration page or something like that, which these beneficiaries are not very comfortable with. But with WhatsApp, everyone is very comfortable, and it can be used to it's very easy to adapt to something which they're already familiar with. It also helps in overcoming the barrier of language, low literacy, low connectivity. And also, it's not only one-way communication. You are getting their responses all the time, and you can then run your programs, understand what sort of responses that you are getting from them, and then tailor your messages accordingly. So that's the advantage of it. I will talk a little bit about some of the popular use cases. So nonprofits have been using WhatsApp for sending timely and targeted contents like activities and worksheets, and sending notifications and alerts. Also sending automated answering of FAQs. They run their counseling and helplines. They also run short surveys and lead generation on WhatsApp chatbot. Let's just talk a little bit more about sector specific use cases. So let's suppose so most of the NGOs that we're currently working with are education based and skill based, skilling NGOs. So what they are doing right now is they're either running their programs end to end on they're running their programs end to end on the chatbot. So what they do is they send activities, they send worksheets over WhatsApp chatbot. They send they can also track class performances through the chatbot. At times, what happens is if an NGO wants to deliver a teacher training program, and now you are not only training a couple of teachers, but you want to train, let's suppose, 1,000 teachers in a particular district or a particular state, right? So in that case, you can run your teacher training module on the chatbot itself, and then eventually get their responses, see who's performing at what level, and then understand their needs and help them with any queries they have. So that is something which education based NGOs have been doing. We also have healthcare NGOs which mostly work on sending weekly health reminders. We have Arogya World, which sends a reminder to end beneficiaries about their diabetic health, controlling their helping them with their diabetic control. So that's another, like, you can send timely nudges to different people. Like if you know about a health status of a particular person, then on the basis of that health status, you can modify what sort of content you want to push from your end. Do you want to send a weekly nudge to this person to, hey, you need to have a medicine at this time? Just taking a very small example, right? So those sort of nudges, or those sort of nudges can be built through the chatbot, and you can then take it to as many number of beneficiaries as you can. So, and another important sector is the agriculture space, where NGOs are sending farming advisories. So we have Digital Green with us, which sends farming advisories, mandi rates for crops every day on a daily basis. The NGOs, through the chatbot, they're able to see what's the weather like today, and or through the weather forecast for the month, and then they're able to take that into account. So that is some sort of like sector specific use cases which which NGOs have been working on so far. Okay, sure, Neha. I'll go a little slow. Okay. Okay, so now let's just spend some time to understand LAHI's use case. So we have Lend a Hand India here with us today, and I will just pass this on to LAHI's team to share about their program, and also tell us how have they been using WhatsApp chatbot, and give us a demo about the platform, and also how they're tracking the data through the platform. Okay, Ravindra and Priyanka, would you like to share your screen? And okay, and if anyone has any question so far, please feel free to just message on the chat box.
Yes, Lend a Hand India, I'm representing, and I would like to share my experience. Sorry, our organization experience. Ravi sir, please move to agenda. Yes, this will cover introduction part first, then highlights, challenges. One demo is there, and question answer. Just move to next one. We are preparing actually youth for employment and entrepreneurship opportunities by working at the intersection of education and livelihood. We've been working with government and government aided school to introduce vocational education as a core component of the school curriculum, and this is our aim is to integrate vocational education with secondary and higher secondary education. Currently, we are using Glific chatbot in programs, skill and education schools, internships, career progression and skills and tablets through skills and tablet chatbot. We are introducing through SIT chatbot. We are introducing learning tools, applications, and learning features to the students, and internships and career progression through we are introducing awareness and program opportunities for employment and internship for the students after 12 classes. This is our current reach. Here is the current reach. Currently we have 10,000 plus schools, and that managed by 220 staff members and students. In overall India, we have 10 lakh plus the skills training facilitated by 70,000 vocational trainers, and currently we are working in 25 states, and a three-way public-private partnership between the state government and Lend a Hand India private sectors. Yes, so over to Ravi sir.
Yeah, thank you, Priyanka. Actually, so this is the little bit our organization, and I'm moving with this actually. The highlights related to the use of the जो हमारा लाइव ग्लिफिक पोर्टल्स हम जो यूज कर रहे हैं उसके रिलेटेड हेल्थ है. सो करंटली वी आर यूजिंग 2 ग्लिफिक पोर्टल्स. वन इज फॉर द आवर लाइट हाउस एप्लीकेशन, जहाँ पे हम डिफरेंट जो हमारे ट्रेनर्स है उनका अटेंडेंस और वो सभी मॉनिटरिंग करते रखते हैं, उनको ट्रैक करते हैं, एंड वन इज फॉर द आवर बेनिफिशरीज जो स्टूडेंट है उनके साथ कम्युनिकेशंस के लिए वी आर यूजिंग वन प्लेटफॉर्म. So on both the platforms almost 20,000 plus beneficiaries opted in actually till date. Then we have 40 plus live flows through which actually we are capturing the students' feedbacks, also with sharing them, sharing information with them, or using those flows. We have 30 plus approved template messages from the WhatsApp, and so far actually when we checked actually 900K plus messages from our contacts actually. So this is the highlights of the usage and the beneficiaries on the Glific platforms जो हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने अब तक जो डेवलप किए हुए हैं. एंड ये जो ग्लिफिक प्लेटफॉर्म है वी हैव इंटीग्रेटेड जो हमारे इन हाउस एप्लीकेशन जो डेवलप हमने किए हुए हैं 2 एप्लीकेशन के साथ भी हमने वो इंटीग्रेट किया है. सो जो डेटा बेनिफिशरीज सेंड करते हैं ग्लिफिक प्लेटफॉर्म से वो ऑटोमेटिकली सिंक अप विद आवर एप्लीकेशन और वहाँ पे हमने डैशबोर्ड और उसी बने. So coming to the point regarding this key, actually what is derived out, what is the need of the organization which took us to the implementing the Glific as a chatbot platform. So first actually connect with the beneficiaries quickly and effectively. So during the first pandemic wave actually schools were shut down and students were at home. So to reach out the students actually we think actually WhatsApp will be the best tool because it is every smartphone in India I think have the WhatsApp. So reaching out the students using this chatbot will be going to be very beneficial. Second was the remain connect remotely. So during this pandemic only our trainers have developed different contents for the completing the teaching or for related to the vocational educations and delivering this content actually and remain connected with these students. So WhatsApp is one of the medium we decided, and that's why we are looking for the chatbot option this time. Then again, this is that the content delivery and the knowledge sharing with the students is one of the reason actually we are looking for the tool like Glific. Then establishing direct contacts with the students. So just to केस यूज केस इसमें हम बताते हैं जो पैंडेमिक के दौरान हमने जो हमारी वोकेशनल एजुकेशन से वी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड राशंस टू देम. So while distributing ration actually we want to understand the addresses मतलब वो student अभी कहाँ पे है because बहुत सारे लोग was travel to their hometowns और वो सभी. So हमें ये information चाहिए थी and we want to connect to get their latest addresses. So WhatsApp and ये जो Glific chatbot है हमें उन्होंने chatbot ने हेल्प किया कि वो हम डायरेक्टली स्टूडेंट से ही इंटरेक्ट कर रहे थे एंड उसकी वजह से उनके लेटेस्ट एड्रेस कनेक्ट करके उनके यहाँ पे वो राशन डिलीवर करना वाज इजी फॉर अस एक्चुअली. देन दी collecting real time data on the field. So जैसे प्रियंका ने मेंशन किया कि we are doing the internship program, we are running the internship program जहाँ पे हम मतलब जहाँ पे each and every students को daily 80 hours की internship करनी होती है अंडर वोकेशनल एजुकेशन उनका जो सेक्टर है उसके अंदर. सो वहाँ पे जब इंटर्नशिप लोकेशन पे जब स्टूडेंट जाके जो एक्टिविटीज कर रहा है उससे उसको क्या लर्निंग्स हुई और वो से भी डेटा कैप्चर करने के लिए हमें वो रियल टाइम डेटा वी आर कलेक्टिंग यूजिंग दिस चैटबॉट फीचर. सो इसका हम डेमो आगे देखने वाले हैं. एक फ्लो जो है हमारा डेली डायरी फ्लो वहां से कैसे इंफॉर्मेशन कलेक्ट करते हैं एंड हाउ दैट डेटा इज यूटिलाइज्ड फॉर द नेक्स्ट द मॉनिटरिंग एंड इवैल्यूएशन. सो एनालिसिस करने के लिए हम वो डेटा यूज करते हैं. So how this is this all the points actually consider so trigger us to go for the WhatsApp chatbot option. And फिर हमने वो Glific पहले ही pilot किया था. Before pandemic only we piloted with the Glific and then we went for it because it is easy to manage and developing the flow जो हमें required है. So now just मूविंग टू दी डेमो जो है सो मैंने एक रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो किया हुआ है इंटर्नशिप जो हमारा डेली डायरी का फ्लो है जहाँ पे हम स्टूडेंट से इंफॉर्मेशन कर रहे हैं सो जैसे मैंने अभी इंट्रोडक्शन दिया कि इंटर्नशिप के अंडर मतलब एवरी स्टूडेंट डेली उसके इंटर्नशिप लोकेशन पे जाके कुछ एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म करता है या जो टास्क उसको असाइन किया है उसके एम्प्लॉयर ने वो परफॉर्म करता है तो उसको उससे उसके थ्रू उसको क्या क्या लर्निंग्स हुए और वो सभी डिटेल्स हम कैप्चर करते हैं सो आई एम मूविंग टू दी माय वीडियो सो हियर एक्चुअली टू एक्सेस द चैटबॉट मतलब स्टूडेंट को जब भी उसका डेली डायरी फिलअप करना है तो ये स्टूडेंट पहले इंटर्न जो कीवर्ड है हमारे फ्लो का चैटबॉट फ्लो में कीवर्ड रहता है वो फ्लो एक्सेस करने के लिए वो जो हमारा चैटबॉट का नंबर है उसके ऊपर स्टूडेंट भेजते हैं जैसे ही सेंड्स दी मैसेजेस दिस इज हाउ एक्चुअली उसको नेक्स्ट मैसेजेस ऑटोमेटिकली चले जाते हैं जहाँ पे वो रिस्पॉन्स करता है स्टूडेंट सिलेक्टेड द लैंग्वेज then we are asking कि opt in from the students actually
क्या आप
Yeah.
इसको फुल स्क्रीन कर देंगे एक बार?
it is better no?
हाँ, एक
should I
बार
replay it or
हाँ पीछे स्टार्टिंग से भी प्ले कर सकते हैं.
yeah. So इस मैसेज के थ्रू हम उसका ऑप्ट इन ले रहे हैं मतलब आगे चल के मैसेजेस भेजने के लिए उसको देन वी आर आस्किंग स्टूडेंट नेम एंड अदर डिटेल्स जो स्टूडेंट की इंफॉर्मेशन है वो हम कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं सो जस्ट वांट ये कि यहाँ पे जैसे हमने स्टिकर्स वगैरह ऐड किया है सो दिस फ्लोज आर बिकम मोर इंटरेक्टिव फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स एंड वो डेली फिर यहाँ पे वो इन्फॉर्मेशन सबमिट करते हैं देन अगेन हम यहाँ पे जैसे पूछ रहे हैं कि जो इंटर्नशिप वो कर रहे हैं उसके लिए उनके पेरेंट्स ने कंसेंट रहता है पेरेंट्स का कंसेंट लेना पड़ता है हमें एंड वो हम ट्रैक करते हैं आगे कि वो कंसेंट्स मिले हैं कि नहीं मिले हैं सो उसके लिए क्वेश्चन हमने पूछा है सो सो इस क्वेश्चन के थ्रू हम कैप्चर कर रहे हैं कि उसने कितने आज काम किया है इंटर्नशिप के लोकेशन पे देन उसके बाद की उसको हम क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे हैं कि डिड ही सॉरी उस मतलब जो एक्टिविटीज किया उससे उसका लर्निंग क्या था और वो से भी डिटेल्स सो ये दिस इज लाइक वी आर कलेक्टिंग इंफॉर्मेशन and after this also after completing the internship also we are collecting the feedbacks through different flows so based on the all the information collected we have developed one dashboard just give me one minute I will stop sharing and I will reshare it I am opening that page the dashboard page So hope the screen is visible to you.
It is visible. Yes.
सो जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन हम चार्टबोर्ड के थ्रू कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं एक्चुअली ये इस तरह का हमने डैशबोर्ड उसके बेसिस पे डिजाइन किया हुआ है, जहाँ पे हम ट्रैकिंग कर सकते हैं कि हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स आर ये कर रहे हैं, कितने स्टेट्स में चल रहा है एक्चुअली, देन व्हाट टाइप ऑफ इंटर्नशिप, विद ऑन साइट इंटर्नशिप स्कूल्स है या ऑनलाइन है, हाइब्रिड है. सो ये सभी क्वेश्चन जो है पार्ट है, जैसे कि हमने यहाँ पे अभी देखा कि एक पेरेंट कंसेंट का भी हम क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं. सो उसके बेसिस पे कि कितने स्टूडेंट मतलब ने स्टूडेंट्स के पेरेंट्स ने अब तक कंसेंट साइन किया है एंड हाउ मेनी आर रिमेनिंग. सो ये सभी हम ट्रैक कर सकते हैं यहाँ से. एंड देन दिस ग्राफ इज श्योर की आवर्स ऑफ एंगेजमेंट कितनी है per month wise students की. So this is how actually we have developed some dashboards related to the daily. This is the one dashboard. ये जो dashboard है, this is related to the daily diary flow जो internship के related है. Other programs के लिए हमने और भी dashboards बनाए हैं Looker Studio पे, because ये integration और वो सभी Glific में easily available है. So that's why we are able to do this kind of analysis also through the information collected through the chatbots. So actually this is the all from matlab land handed site related to the using of the Glific as a chatbot platform. So now over to you, Sneha.
Thanks, Ravindra and Priyanka. If you have any questions from LAHI, we'll take those questions towards the end. And yeah, I'll just share my screen again. I'll just quickly. Okay, so can you see my screen? Priyanka, is it visible?
Yes, it's
Yes.
visible.
All right, so let's just talk about Glific, why you should think about working, think about chatbot and working with us. Just a second. Yeah. Okay. So there are a couple of benefits associated with Glific. So basically, it's an open source, no code based platform. It's built for social sector. It's easy to launch. We have done a lot of documentation which you can access. We've done extensive documentation on Slab, which guides you on how you can launch your chatbot on Glific. We have a very strong community of non-profits, which which come together time to time to discuss about their challenges and share about learnings from their chatbot. Yeah. So when I talk about community, we basically do three things. One is we support NGOs extensively. So we have an active Discord channel which you can access whenever you have any challenge with respect to your chatbot. So you can just directly message us on Discord, and we'll work on your query and make sure that it's if it is a very basic query, we make sure that we give you the solution then and there, but our resolution time is maximum 24 hours. So that's one thing that you get here. We organize quarterly sprints. Sprints are basically spaces in person where we work with you. We help you launch, take your bot to next level basically. So if we help you with any advanced feature that you would like to have onto your chatbot, or also like support you with any challenge you have with respect to your chatbot. It's also a space to learn from the community, learn from people. So yeah, so that's the advantage of coming onto sprints and talking to different people. We are also going to host our next sprint is basically happening this weekend in Goa. So that's where more than 12 NGOs are coming together to work on different features and making sure that the bot is goes to the next level. So that's one thing which is going to happen. We host spotlights like today we are having Lend a Hand India. We'll continue to have such spotlights where you can learn from what NGOs are doing and incorporate into your program as well. So, okay, so I will just quickly go into the platform features. I will share basics of it, and just give me 1 second. Okay, can you see the platform? Is it visible?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so this is how the Glific platform looks like. And on the platform, once you log in with your credentials, you will see chats here on your right side. This is all the people with whom your bot has interacted. For your beneficiaries, it's just a regular WhatsApp message. But for your team members, this is how the platform, this is the platform which they will access to send out those messages. Here, most of your action happens here. This is exactly where you will develop your flows. Flows are the conversations that you are developing for your beneficiaries. So all those conversations are designed here. It's a very basic drag and drop system where you can, drag and drop nodes, and you can, create your, if you have your content ready, you can just place it there, and you can then on the right side, you will see there's a preview section. So you don't have to actually go back and test on your mobile phone. You can just preview it here and see how your chatbot is working. And on the basis of that, you can, yeah, that's how you can, preview your messages, preview your conversations, and yeah, this is how your flows look like. We were also talking about templates. So basically, templates are pre-approved messages. So at times, what happens is you have to send messages to your beneficiaries, like a timely message which you want to send, maybe a worksheet you want to send to your students every Saturday, or you want to send a training module to your teachers every weekend so that they're able to, access the content. So in those cases, template messages, you have to get messages approved by WhatsApp. So we call them HSM. And all those messages you have to, create here and get those pre-approved. Okay, so you can do that from the platform itself. Then let's move to interactive messages. So most of the conversation these days are through the chatbot. What people are doing is making the conversations free of errors. So how we're doing that is we don't want the beneficiary to keep typing the answer. Instead, we want them to, just give them options of buttons, right? So here on this side, you would see we have a button feature, right? So if the options are more than 3, you will have a list feature, which goes up to 10. So that's how you can, change your content and then use these interactive messages in the conversation that you are designing in the flow section. Okay. Now the platform also has, this is the settings. You can control your settings here. Then here, here you can save collections. You can also manage your staff members. You can manage the access on the platform. And yeah, so that's how the platform looks like. Okay, all right. Okay, just a second. Okay, so these are the platform has these basic functionalities which I just showed you. You can also unlock amazing possibilities for your end beneficiaries, such as you don't have to continue updating the flow. So that this particular content needs to be updated from time to time. In that case, you can put all your content on Google Sheets. As nonprofits are most of the time they end up using a lot of Google Sheets. So you can put your content on Google Sheets, and then through Google Sheets integration, you can get your content uploaded on your flows. So that's one feature which you can, which you can use. There's multiple profile access on the same device. You can have, if there are 2-3 children in the same house and you want to send different content to all of them. So that is also one option which you can consider. Here. Track individual user journey. You can see who is performing as per the data that you are getting from their responses, and also send personalized content through that. Now, okay, so let's move to the last section, which is setup and basically setup and services and pricing. So there are two modes of operations here. One is do it yourself, which is SaaS based, and the other one is do it for me. Basically, this is the consulting mode of operation. So in the SaaS version or do it yourself, we will do a basic platform setup for you, and post that you are free to use the platform by yourself as per the conversations you plan to do with your end beneficiaries. In the consulting mode, we work with you. Glific team is involved and they help in, they work on designing the platform as per your requirement. So this is mostly the consulting bit here. Okay, just a second. Okay, so there's the 4 steps to do the setup. So what are the things that you basically need to start your chatbot? One is definitely a number on which you have not used WhatsApp before. That's one. You also have to get your Facebook business manager account verified. Once these 2 things are in place, then we create your account on our platforms, which is Gupshup and the platform that I just showed to you, and then you're good to go, and you can start designing your flows. Okay, just I'll talk about the pricing. So Glific's platform fee is 7,500 per month. And we also have a one-time setup fee which we charge, which is 15,000. Setup fee includes 1 hour of onboarding, basically a 1 hour long conversation on Zoom or Meet, where we will explain you about the detailed features about the platform in detail. And that also has 5 hours of consulting. If you want us to design any bit of your any support that you need to launch your chatbot, will help you in those. We'll try to see how much we can help in those 5 hours, and that's something that is covered in the setup fee. And then we have Gupshup. Basically, Gupshup is WhatsApp message service provider. For every conversation that you're having on the platform, it's charged by WhatsApp. And for user initiated conversation, basically when your user is sending you a message, then in that case it's 30 paisa. But if it's a business initiated conversation, like you are sending weekly reminders, monthly reminders from your end, then in that case it's a business initiated conversation. Okay. So there are also a couple of waivers available. If you fall into any of these sectors, WhatsApp provides some waiver as well. Okay, just a second. Okay, so how can you get started? You can just send us 1 page or brief on your requirement. Allocate a team member to manage the platform. We want just 1 person from your team, at least 1 person who can manage the platform. And yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we have moved towards the end of it. So with the need of designing user-centric tech solutions and the rise of AI, NLP and non-profits globally are adopting chatbots to deliver their program. So are you next? Okay, all right. We've moved towards the end now. I'll open the space for any questions that you might have. I'll just stop sharing the screen. You can see a couple of messages. Okay, so if anyone has any questions from Lend a Hand India team, feel free to unmute yourself and ask the question.
Sneha, there is one question from Gaurav.
Sure.
Yeah, how do you verify the data from the chatbot for Lend a Hand India?
Yeah. Hi. So Gaurav, actually that depends on the programs specifics, like the internship में जो हमारे trainers रहते हैं, they visits the internship location and verify the data. Also the students need to be submitted the daily diary का जो उनका daily वो need to maintain in the written or hard copy format also. They submit their screenshot of that hard copy format, and we compare it with the submission from the students. Hope I answered your question, Gaurav. Yeah.
Hi, Ravindra. This is Nitish. Just had a quick question for your use case. Wanted to understand, like, the flow that you showed was where a student is expected to click on buttons where you have your predefined flows. Are you also using NLP in your chatbot flow today, where a student can type anything instead of clicking on the button?
Yes. So our flows are a mix of both actually. So जो next question थे जहाँ पे उन्होंने daily उनका जो learning है, they need to type it on the chatbot and send us actually, and we are store it in these BigQuery database.
Got it. Thank you, Ravindra, for answering. So, एक challenge जो हम face करते हैं while we started setting up our chatbot is sometimes students respond with something that we have not thought of. So हमने maybe chatbot कुछ चीजों पे train किया होगा in our NLP setup, but the students ask question which is beyond what we had set up. So उस case में how are you handling this NLP retraining every week? Like, is there someone from your team जो ये messages monitor करते हैं and you keep retraining the NLP? Or what is your efficient way of doing that? Would love to understand that part.
Yes. So we are monitoring the chatbot portal actually. Respective जो program person है, they continuously monitoring the responses from the students या जो भी beneficiaries connect कर रहे हैं. They responds to those messages also, questions also, and we try to improve our integrate those changes in the our flows also, ताकि हम मतलब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा through flow only we will able to answer their queries or questions.
Got it. Thank you, Ravi. Sneha, I had a Glific platform related question. Should I ask that now, or do you want me to park it till then?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Great. So just wanted to understand in terms of integrations, like what I saw from Ravindra's presentation, it integrates with BigQuery or even other platforms. So does Glific itself stores a user profile who is interacting with the bot, so that let's say if I as a student am chatting with the bot today, will Glific store my details, at least my name or some details, so that next time when Nitesh interacts with the bot, I don't have to pull that from BigQuery or any other system that I'm integrating with. I have that within Glific and I don't spend an expensive transaction calling external APIs every time a student interacts with my bot.
Okay, sure. Shamun, would you like to take that?
Yeah, I think I'll take this question. So, hi Nitish. We primarily save this data in a PostgreSQL database, and then we sync it to BigQuery on a timely manner. So our direct saving way is to save that in the PostgreSQL. So it doesn't take like a third-party transaction in that case.
Got it. So even if I'm not using the BigQuery interaction, like I don't interface with BigQuery, I don't need to do that for my reporting. I just use Glific as. So with your Postgres thing, like I can still fetch the stored information from Glific itself in the subsequent chat.
You can, but so we try to delete that data. We keep only the past 3 months data. For each NGO, we say you store data on your own platform, and then we don't have access to that. So due to regulations, we just try to keep minimum data on our platform and have the NGO store the data on their BigQuery instance. So we have past 3 or 6 months data, and rest we try to sync in BigQuery.
Got it. Thank you, Shaman. That's helpful. But then what's your recommendation for making the chatbot personalized so that if I am interacting with the bot does not ask me for my detail every time. Instead, it stores that and it auto fetches whatever I have filled, and it does not ask the same question every time I interact with them.
There are different kinds of data. Also, the data of messages we only delete, but other like the data, the name and phone number and other things, we stored that permanently. So the contact us details are stored permanently, but the messages that you sent are deleted from time to time.
Got it. So, thank you, Shaman. That's helpful.
Okay, all right. Any more questions?
I think Drishti has regarding the actual sheet integration. So Shamoon, if you can share like a small brief about the sheet integration.
Yeah. So initially when NGOs were building the flows, so you need to go on the platform and build those flows and change the messages. So suppose tomorrow you want to change the message again. So you'll again get to the platform and find all those nodes and then change the message. It was becoming hectic for some of the NGOs because they usually use the Google Sheets and just update their like content in there only. So what we did was like you need to just update the content in Google Sheets and that will get reflected to the original flow that you made on Glific. So it's an easier way of like updating your content.
We generally use that to update the flows and not to connect with the. So, for example, if someone wants to connect to you, they have to send a message on your chatbot. There's no other way. Like if they don't send a message, can I still send them any reminders, or can I upload a Excel sheet with data of the beneficiaries and then send out messages, reminders, or whatever to them? That's what I wanted to
Okay.
check.
You can like there's a feature in Glific, but it's not exposed to everyone. So you need to check with like connect with our support person Mohit, and then we can do that. And also like it's recommended that you take an opt-in from the users first. So directly you can't send a message to a person that you have not taken opt-in from.
Okay.
Opt-in is like their consent either in form of like a phone call or any other form from an app or something.
Sure.
But yeah, that is what's recommended.
Sure. Thank you.
There was a question from Sonali to the LAHI team. Considering you are working through state governments, do they give you access to data of each student and allow you to directly track them?
Yes, actually, we took before rolling out the chatbot in any states, we took the state's permissions for collecting the student information and tracking the internships or also.
Okay. Thanks, Ravindra. Okay. Any more questions on the platform?
Sanjana just shared related a question that if a user can share photos, videos, files, or document as a response with the bot, and if there is a dashboard that you can see all those responses. Yes, Sanjana, users can share a image, a audio file, or a document as a response to the bot. And with the help of Data Studio and BigQuery, we can create those data sets where you can see like, this user has respond this image to this question. So those functionalities are available in Glific. Yes, and as a bot also, you can share audio files, video files, document. It's a two-way communication platform. So all the functionality that WhatsApp provides of sharing all those multimedia files, even location, the user can share the location with you, and with the integration of third party, you can extract where their exact where their district division and things like that. So yeah, the platform is capable of doing all those things.
So you can basically set up your data studio in such a way where you can also start look at the data there as well. So okay, So basically, it's not an app based; it's a platform based. So basically, WhatsApp chatbot is platform based, so that your team, not only you but anyone from your team can, use the platform and address the queries of people who are using your WhatsApp chatbot number. Because we want we through the chatbot, we are expecting that NGOs are interacting with thousands of users. So through the platform, it becomes easier to manage all those conversations, assign it to team members in case of any query. So that ways it's a platform based thing. Shamun, you want to add something on that?
I think I just wanted to like understand from Seva, like how do you think like this WhatsApp thing is working? Because like I think there's some confusion on how WhatsApp like is making the chatbot thing. But like I think nothing to add from my end.
I think yes. I'm sharing a product demo video to the chat, and if people have any questions, you can just have a look at this. It's around 7 to 10 minutes video, which can explain how it works, how you will be getting into the platform, how you will be creating those conversational flows, and how it will work. So that might give you a early idea how the platform is. Yeah.
There was one question from Vijay Lakshmi on do Glific also provide services in setting up toll-free number? So basically, Glific helps you in setting up your WhatsApp chatbot. And so what do you exactly mean by setting up toll-free numbers? I just wanted to understand from you. Is it like a IVR thing that you're thinking?
Sneha, I think I have responded her one-to-one, and like I mentioned that we are not providing any sort of numbers. The NGO will be responsible for getting the number from any service provider like Airtel or Jio, and then they have to connect with the a Gupshup entity where they will submit their number, and that number will become their WhatsApp number. So as a platform, we are not providing or we are not managing the phone numbers.
Okay. Thanks, Vivek. Okay, any more questions on the platform or from Lender Hand India team? For different sectors, we do not do we need different numbers? No, so you from so I'm Shamun. So basically, for one number, we have one platform, right? That's how we operate.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So with
Yes,
one chatbot number, you get access to one platform, and through that platform, it's your choice if you want to run an education-based content or you want to run a healthcare-based content. So it's purely your choice depending on how you want to set up your conversational flows. So it's your call. With the same number, you can run different flows which can cater to different sectors as well.
sectors. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I had one question. So we have this use case where we want like certain groups of people to be added together in a group. Like we cater to different locations. So as a user, if I'm telling the bot that I'm from Karnataka, so is it possible for the bot to add me along with all the other users who have mentioned Karnataka? Something along those lines. Is that possible?
Yeah, I can take this question. So like we have something called as collection in Glific. And so whenever a person comes in, you can add him to that collection and you can like send a message to the whole group of people. that are in Kannada or some like any other state. There is one organization called Rebenefit that does that only based on location. They like manage the contacts, add the contacts in a group of collection, and then send the message to that collection only. Relevant,
Okay,
like their Karnataka group or something. Yeah.
but the users are not able to interact with one another, right? Within that collection.
No, no.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
not a group. Yeah, it's a one-to-one conversation that's happening.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So if you have any more questions, you can stay back. As we'll close the conversation now. I've posted my email address here. If you have any questions or if you want to connect one-on-one with me, you can do that as well. Okay. Thanks, Nitesh. Hey, Neha, do you have any questions? If you want to stay back, I can answer some questions if you have any.